Good morning. Welcome to episode 2 of 3 things I learned this week. Today, number 1, I made a video about this actually yesterday. So I will link to that video in the description. But the first thing is, in terms of relationships, I was under the impression that some kind of financial business success should be a prerequisite to a relationship. But I was chatting with this guy I met here at this hostel, and he reframed my expectations, my perspective, in saying that what's it's it's not about what you've achieved. It's more about your actions, your daily actions, and the direction that you're in, the direction that you're going in terms of finding and attracting a woman for a romantic relationship. The second one is I there's this saying that I don't remember it exactly, but it's like the ocean that you row in is more important than your rowboat. And in terms of specifically about business and solving people's problems, for some quick context, I'm looking to help travel bloggers and solve a specific problem that they have. I'm pretty much open to what problem I solve. But I was doing some research into like the business models of travel bloggers the other day, and some bloggers post their income reports, and I realized that travel bloggers don't make as much as I was expecting. Now, if you take like, I looked at a handful, so it's possible the numbers are off, but from the handful that I looked at, they were between, somewhere in the mid thousands, like, 2,500, 4,000 a month, 8,000 a month. And there were some on the high end that were in like 10,000 a month, 12,000, 15, maybe, I don't remember if I saw like a 20 or 18, but there was a blog post that listed a whole bunch of like, these are a bunch of bloggers and this is what they make. And in that, they showed the niche that they were in. And so from this list, it was like, travel blogger, 4,000 a month. Luxury, travel experiences, 12,000 a month. And then there were 2 in this list. One was about like money and financial, not really financial services, but like a money blog basically. And that was making 200,000 a month. And there was another one. I don't remember the exact need. Oh, I think it was they said it was a travel blog, but when you actually went to the income report and you actually looked at it, they had made this one was the 200,000 in a month, and half of that was from course sales of helping other bloggers build their blogs. And so I was like, that's not travel blogging. That's a different niche entirely. And so as I was doing this research, I started to think about this, like, the ocean that you row in is more important than your rowboat. And because I was like, let's say hypothetically, I can generate 10% more leads for a travel blogger, or 10% more leads for, a money blogger, or this blogger who does course sales. The value that those extra leads provide to each different person is drastically different. Like let's say one extra person, I bring one extra person to a travel blogger. They click on an affiliate link to book a booking.com hotel. They spend whatever, $200, and the affiliate pays out whatever, like 3.5% or something. I just generated this travel blogger like $10, But if I bring one blogger to this blogger who sells courses on how to build and scale your blog, and the course they're selling for $1,000, I have generated this blogger $1,000 worth of value, plus the LTV, whatever their back-end offers are. So it's like I could do the same work and generate one person $10 worth of value, and I could generate, doing the same work, someone else $1,000 worth of value. And I'm looking at this like, which person's problem would you rather solve? And that got me thinking. So anyway, the learning here is that, like, if you can solve someone's problem that specifically has a lot of money, and you can generate them a lot of value, you can take a percentage of that value, and that's a lot of money, compared to if you if you generate value, which the travel bloggers still have problems. I'm not saying this niche is over with, but it's to understand the entire picture of who you're selling to, and what else is out there. So anyway, that's number 2. Number 3, this is where we might get controversial, because I was watching this video from Andrew Huberman the other day, and it's about tap water and drinking tap water. I learned there's a study that looked at fluoride levels in tap water, and the study concluded that fluoride, which is one of the common disinfectant, I guess you would say, that organizations or treatment plants use to disinfect the water so that it's safe to drink. The what would you say, the byproduct of that is that you get fluoride in your tap water. The study concluded that the fluoride in tap water elevates your thyroid hormone levels, which is not good. And it does that when the cutoff, not ratio, but the cutoff is even less than 0.5 milligrams per liter. So remember that number, 0.5 milligrams per liter. That's like the cutoff, but it even showed that the thyroid hormone levels were elevated, which is not normal, even below that level. I went to the because in his video he linked to the CDC. I went to the CDC website because I was like, oh, like what's like the federal level, like what is the standard level for fluoride in tap water? And I was reading through their web pages, and they were saying how it used to be elevated even more, but they reduced it. I don't remember why. But the intention and the way they were selling it is that having fluoride in your tap water is better for your health because it prevents, it not prevents, it prevents cavities. I don't think that was exactly true. It's better for like oral health, essentially. That's the way they were selling it. But when I looked at the levels, it used to be 0.9 to 1.2 milligrams per liter. And they recently, I don't remember, maybe like 30 years ago, they reduced it by like 30% to 0.7 milligrams per liter. Now, if you remember, 0.7 is still greater than this level that this scientific research study showed elevated people's thyroid hormone levels, which is not good. And so I will link to this video down below, but that was kind of eye-opening because it's like, well, pick your authority figure here. Do you choose the scientific research field or do you choose the CDC? And yeah, that was a little eye-opening for me. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening. See you next week.